Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of this Legend of Zelda playthrough. Here we go. So, I'm an introvert. For those of you who don't know, that is, I'm just making sure my levels are good. Those of you who don't know, that is me. I am an incredible introvert. Not meaning that I am amazing at being an introvert. I'm just saying that is, I lean very heavily into the introvertedness. Doesn't mean I can't mingle with people. In fact, that's what I just got finished doing. My nephew's having a birthday party, 5 years old. 10 kids, I think, out in the backyard for the most part, and then their parents in the house. And I was asked to, come down and mingle and, be a sociable person, which I did I was asked to do it for an hour, but I went above and beyond and went for 3 hours. And then I just kind of hit that point where everybody, I personally had gotten all the groups mingling and talking, and I was just kind of just wafting. I wasn't really having a conversation with anybody anymore. So I was like, you know what? I feel like my job here is done. And it just so happened we just started hearing thunder, which means the kids will probably be coming in, which means it was time for me to make a hasty exit. And even though Zelda has been a little frustrating in terms of trying to figure out what to do and where to go, I gotta say it's been really refreshing because it is very much. Now I'm gonna just start talking or just start walking as I talk because I don't know where I'm supposed to go at this point. Even though the instructions, in retrospect, when I looked at what I needed to do, I was very stupid. Like it wasn't laid out in the instruction book, but it told me enough that it shouldn't have taken me that long to sort it out. But that said, that was the little bit of help that I got. There's nothing about the third fortress or anything without going online. So this could very well be just a wandering mission trying to find, because I don't even think we've come across anything that could pass for the third one, but I think we're getting stronger. I mean, we're getting more hearts. We've got enough rubies to get the shield now. To get the good shield. And we've got the long range boomerang. So we can in theory deal with ranged enemies better. Like we can stun them before we go. It's kind of a cowardly way to do it, admittedly, but I'm okay with it because it's all right. I think that would actually be where the shield maybe is. All right, we're gonna, I don't know. Because I'm looking for it now, I'm fairly certain I'm not going to be able to find the vendor. Oh, maybe this is going to be it right here. I mean, we'd like to get the one that's at only 30. It's only 130 rupees, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll just get this. I mean, we're flush with cash right now, so. Yeah. All right, I get it. I'm broke. Yeah, look at that big. That shield's huge. I didn't realize how dinky that thing was like a buckler essentially. This thing is massive. Look at, that's a full body. What do they call that? A tower shield? That thing's huge. Link's right arm is going to be like jacked. Now see, watch. We're going to block. Dang, you hear that tink? Dink. Now that's a shield. What we had before, that was not a shield. Come on, shoot me again. Oh, it didn't hurt. Didn't even feel it. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I guess the angle wasn't pretty good on that one. Okay, alright, you know what? Don't hate me because I'm awesome now. Oh, Tink! Tink! I was kind of hoping it would reflect it back at him. Like, that would just be very satisfying. But... I don't think I need to bother trying to kill this guy. It's good enough that I can now block his impotent little balls of impotent fury. Lots of impotency here. Oh no! I mean, big shield or not, you gotta know how to wield it effectively. See, they don't even want to shoot at me now. Because they just know how ineffective it's gonna be. Please don't be the $130. Okay, good. I cannot. I'm so close to being able to afford the red that I'm gonna wait, get a few more rupees, and then come back for the red. Because you did get a bargain. Like I said, I think it's red. You use it once, it turns to blue. So, well, wait a minute. No, you're paying double. No, you're not. No. Math. So, in theory, you're getting a 12. Is that it? No. Yeah, because it would be... You're getting a 12 rupee discount, essentially. It should cost you 80 for the red, because it's double the blue, which is 40. Double blue, 80. But they're giving you a 12 rupee discount for going red and then into blue. I mean, I'm not a penny pincher, a rupee pincher, I guess. I don't need that kind of deal, but I'd rather... I've gone this far without it. I've got the awesome shield now. I'm still not doing great. But yeah, I love the fact that I want to play this game. That like when I came upstairs, laid down in the bed, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna chill for like an hour, and then work on. I'm telling myself I've made an unofficial deal with myself to write 1 page of a novel that I'm working on a day, because no matter what happens, in 365 days, I will have 365 pages. Even if they're crap, I at least have the foundation of the book. I mentioned that in a lot of different things. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. Look, I've got a very few exciting things going on in my life, and for me, the idea of having a novel written in 1 year's time, or at least the hard part, because for me, the fun part is going through back and editing and taking out stuff and working all that thing out. The unfun part is creating the block of material that you're going to edit down to use. I like refining a lot more than I like creating from scratch. So anyway, that excites me. So that's why I mention it. But yeah, I was going to just relax, but it's like, you know what? I think I'm down for playing a little Zelda, because there's no pressure. Which is why I don't do this on stream, because I thought about doing it on stream, but it's like people don't want to watch a guy just kind of wander around. And I don't necessarily think that people want to watch videos. We are, I think, now officially in the Lost Woods. I think that's what it's called. So I'm probably not going to get where I want to go at this point. But I don't know if that leads to the third. And I've got no clue. There's a pattern. Oh, so just a heads up. The power just went out because of said thunderstorm, I'm guessing. And so we are running on auxiliary, so I might have to bail on this. Everything is hooked up to battery backup. All essential systems, meaning the Nintendo and the gear, is hooked up to a what do they call that? PCS? I can't remember what they're called. But essentially big, beefy, chunky battery things that aren't meant to run systems in perpetuity. They're just supposed to hold you over if you have a power fluctuation. So I don't know how long they're going to last, but if the power doesn't come back on soon... I think it might be back on now. Hard to tell. Oh, look, he tried to shoot me in the back while I wasn't looking. So yeah, we're pretty much... Isn't there a ferry here or something? Wow, I just let him bite me in the face. How embarrassing. I mean, we weren't going anywhere anyway. But yeah, so just know if, well... I think we're back. Yeah, power's back on. All right, cool. See, and that's great. I highly recommend them. If you have power interruptions of any kind, like the reason I bought them is because when I lived in Indiana, for some reason, it could be a beautiful day, no storms, no bad weather, nothing, but the power would just go out. But it would go out for like a second. Like literally a second, maybe a little bit less than a second. But it would just be enough that it would reset everything. You lose your internet until it could get back up. All the computers turned off. You'd lose everything, just done because of one split second in the middle of a day that whatever. It would happen like twice a month. And so you just go, you know what, at least twice a month. So I just got to the point like, screw it. You just get this back up and then it covers all of that. And then if you have like a longer one for, I think these can go for like 15, 20 minutes. So as long as you're not suffering a catastrophic power outage that's going to last a day, it'll smooth over your stuff. So at the very least, I would be able to say, okay, guys, I have to shut this off versus it just cutting off on me. So highly recommend them. They're not super expensive. They cost a little bit. They're not sexy. I mean, they're just blocks of essentially a giant battery, but highly recommend them. And on a completely unrelated note, my uncle owns a PCS or UPS company that I make 20% on every sale. I'm kidding, of course. I make 50. Couldn't help it. I kind of felt like I was giving you all a sales pitch. I just got to say, that when you have some quality of life things and they actually do make a big difference. Like, I didn't even know they existed. That's why I do it. A lot of you probably know about them already, and you just decided either you have one or you don't need one. But for those you don't know that those exist, I just want to let you know, as kind of a PSA, kind of a heads up, they are a thing, and they are magnificent. Money well spent. That's how I'll say it. Because there's a lot of things you can spend your money on, and not all of it is very wise. I know because I've spent my money on a lot of it in the past. Come on. Yeah, I can hurt you and you can't hurt me. How does that feel, huh? You like that? The crappy thing is, even if I do kill him, whatever item he would give me, I can't get because he's in the freaking water. So I don't think there's anything worth it. This is another vendor. There, of course. There's the discount. So I just realized something. Well, I shouldn't say I just realized it. I thought of it yesterday or the last video. It's not that I'm paying for 80 arrows. It's 80 for having arrows. It's like an item. It's a single item. It's just you have to spend 80 to acquire it, I guess, to learn how to make them, and then each one costs you I think you all heard that. That's an angry thunder right there. Angry thunder. So yeah, safe to say the kids are no longer outside. They had a good time for a while. The funny thing is, the party was only supposed to go until 5. It's now 5:20, and it wasn't showing any signs of slowing down. So I think this was, I'll say God. Some people say universe. I'll just say God's way of saying, hey. Because you do have, like, my niece, needs her, she's like 6 months old. She needs her sleep or whatever, and I don't know. It's probably good for all parties involved that the party ends when the party's supposed to end. And it wasn't going to end. Anything? Oh, it's a thing! It's a thing! What is that? I think that's one of the ring things. It is really expensive, but I want that. I know we need this for something, but I do that and I'm pretty much flat broke. And that means that I'm not even close yet, but I feel like I really want this. Like, if nothing else today, if we don't find another dungeon, I want to get whatever that ball is. I don't know what it is. I think it's... Oh, no, it is. It's the blue ring. It's damage decrease. I want that. I must have it. I need 180 more rupees to get it. It's going to happen today. I can't guarantee that we're gonna beat it, or that we're gonna find the third dungeon. But that right now is of secondary consequence. I was really hoping they would, give me rupees for killing him. These guys are stingy. And I'm dead. That's alright. It warped me back to the beginning. Oh crap, I don't remember where that was. Up and to the left. Alright, so I gotta find my way back while also acquiring the necessary rupees to get the blue ring. Every enemy that we kill that does not give us a rupee, I resent. Like, even if it's just a single rupee. I mean, a heart, I'll take that, because it enables me to get more rupees, but... Like, I'm on a mission. And in the meantime, I'll get good at the whole pokey poke thing. Hey, there we go. We're 1 rupee closer. Or ruby closer. I'm not going to say... I refuse to say rupee. I feel like an idiot. I'm sorry, ruby. I'm not going to call a blue gem a ruby. Now, again, I'm sure there's jewelers out there that would point out, well, like, technically speaking, there can be blue rubies. Rubies are just referring to a blah, blah. Just like we had a conversation on stream the other day. By that, I mean yesterday. Where it's like, almost everything we think is a fruit is actually a vegetable. Because, like, it's the blossom of a flower, some nonsense like that. So it's like, if it has seeds in it, like a banana's not either a fruit or it's considered a, I don't know what it is, but it's all wrong. Like, to me, a fruit is anything that's not a meat and not a carb that's sweet, and a vegetable is anything that's not a meat or carb that is not sweet. That's how it works. That's Hey, look at me handling this mob like a champ. That's some crowd control right there. No friggin' rupees, man. Jeez. 170 is a lot. Oh, there it goes. We just lost power again. So maybe this was an ill-fated endeavor. But hey, it's part of the journey. Even if it only ends up being a 30-minute video or something, it's part of our our slow rise to the top of finally beating this game. Dang, they're ganging up on me. I mean, it really doesn't help when I just run into the little stupid things. That resets them all. Don't need any more bombs. Can't carry anymore. Oh, are we? Yeah, we're in the forest part thing. Oh, power's back on. See, I mean, we've lost power 3 times already. Everything would have been shut down. 5 to 10 minutes to restart, get everything back up and running. All right. So right now I'm being thwarted in all my attempts. I'm not getting rupees any very fast, and I'm also not finding. Hang on a second. That's loud. That's really loud. So sometimes thunderstorms sound angry. This one sounds angry. Like it's an ill-tempered thunderstorm. Like sometimes it's like, okay, a little thump here and there. This is like it is a very not happy thunderstorm. And it's just going to, like, yeah. You know, usually you've got, like, you know, maybe a 30-second pause between claps of thunder. This is just relentless. Now, I'm intrepid. I'm not at all deterred or afraid of such things, but, you know, power outages are a thing. Long power outages are a thing. Down power lines, and you know, there are some really nasty weather phenomena that are associated with thunderstorms that come on the tail of. Because, you know, thunderstorms are, you know, hot and cold, pressure changes and all that kind of stuff, which is also what tornadoes and I think hurricanes come from. Okay, so this is where I want to be, ultimately. Just, I'm a little early. Don't get in my way. So can we just make the... Because these seem to be a little more reliable rupee generators. Can we farm them? No, of course not. Why would it be... Man, see, we would have had 30 more. We'd be at 120 now if I'd actually just tried to get the bargain, but I didn't because I'm a weird guy. Give me a harder rupee. There you go. Sometimes you just have to demand, you know? I'll take it. Oh yeah, definitely somebody's kid is screaming every time the thunder hits. It's a good time. So I wonder if we can use the candle, maybe light a book. 'Cause I feel like there's... I don't know. But you can only use it once per screen, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'd think there would be something here. Is this where you'd use the whistle? I know there's a thing where you use a whistle in a weird place. Maybe a bomb? Because, I mean, we're not at the very top. It's not letting me... Oh, gosh. I guess you can't put bombs on the side? Because it's not letting me place a bomb there. Alright, so clearly the bomb is not the ticket. Yeah, I don't know. They're... Ah, why did I do that? Good night. And then there's very invasive thunderstorms that they're kind of like in your house. They're not just content to be raging outside. They feel like they're right outside your window. Which sucks. It's putting a little bit of stress on what otherwise would be a very chill little... Alright, like this isn't... They're stingy. Those little bastards aren't worth a damn. They don't give you... There's plenty of them, but they don't give you anything. They don't give you hearts. They don't give you rupees. Not... Okay, you know what? I don't appreciate you being the one guy to give me a freaking... Okay, two guys to... I haven't figured this out, obviously. Well, they're not giving me the 5 rupee thing, so my point... Oh, man! I keep finding my way back up to pointless areas. Alright, we're going to try going to the right. Okay. That's really weird. So we just lost power, but as you can see, the Nintendo is still on. The game just froze. See, that shakes my confidence, baby. Anytime a game just locks up. I mean, granted, it happened right as we had a power, or the power went out, so it kind of makes me think maybe that's... You know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't think this is quality stuff here. Or I'm gonna pause here, because I can, because it's not live. I'm gonna pause here, shut everything down, go relax for a little while, and then either later today or tomorrow we'll wrap up the next, hour or so of content, especially since we've already... Oh, no! It didn't save anything. Which in theory... Which sucks. But in theory... What do we need? 250? We only need 30 more rupees. And we can get that ring. Unless you have to have the shield to get the ring. Which is possible. Unfortunate, but possible. So we're going to try that. So that may have been a blessing in disguise. I mean, not really. I mean, kind of, yeah, because we didn't accomplish anything the entire time. Other than getting that shield. That we overpaid for. We know that there's a 130 over here. So, yeah. That was kind of a godsend. I have to say. I mean, granted, I don't have my awesome shield, so I can't block those blasts anymore. But if I get that ring that knocks my damage down by half, I want to see if it's there first. Otherwise, I'll find that $130 shield and buy that. I think it was up here, right? No, it's past. It's in the where the thingies are, but this has something. Okay, that has the cheaper shield, so if we're gonna buy the shield, that's where we'll get it. But if the ring is available, what are you guys doing? Oh, you're gonna surface. Oh, he's angry. Wow, he was all up on me. I should have just gone for the stairs. Dang it. But that is scary. Anytime a game freezes, boy, it just shakes. It's like, well, what if that happened when I was in the middle of a dungeon, you know? Like, it was something you almost need to die. Like, if you get to a dungeon, you're almost better off just dying so that you can save it real quick, so that if that does happen, you don't get screwed. Yeah, we're going to need the raft to start going places, but... We're getting close to our blue ring rupee count. And like I said, at the very least, we're going to save 30 rupees on this stupid shield, because... And they are hitting us with all kinds of fairies and... I do love my sword gun. I just lost my sword gun. Didn't need it anyway. Come on. You gonna come at me hyper too? You are. We're gonna learn from our mistake. It's there. Yep. So all we need is another 25. So yeah, that actually worked out okay. That's going to save us some time. Now, granted, I still won my shield. But I think that ring is going to be awesome, awesome. And then we're going to die immediately after so I can save it. I don't think there's no way to save from the menu, is there? No. Yeah, you have to die. Thank you, wee fairy, for filling up my life. For filling up my heart. My heart. My heart. There's a screecher down there. My gosh, she gets on my nerves. It's somebody's kid. They're not a bad kid. You know, baby. I guess 9 months old or something like that. But just and he just screeches at the top of her lungs for no reason. Not hungry, not sad, not scared. Just I'm just gonna randomly screech. Oh. And I'm like the Grinch. I'll admit it. I don't noise. The Flankflugels and their Boff-Waffers and their Contangos and their Gib-Wibbits. You know, it's actually kind of hard to make up nonsensical words. You know, you don't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that reading Dr. Seuss. I was like, oh, he's just making words. But you try to make up goofy words, there's a right way and a wrong way. And Dr. Seuss knew the right way. I just hear this ear, like for me to be able to hear that through the earbuds, through my door, down my hallway. Now, granted, my partition is just like a really cheap piece of whatever nonsense, and then all the way downstairs to the kitchen where she is ensconced at the moment. That's pretty impressive. Horribly impressive. It's not like, yay, that's really impressive. It's like, wow. I mean, really, that's what I don't get. Like, babies at that age, they are poop and noise generators. That's all they do. They just make noise and make refuse. That's it. They're not complicated creatures. You know, I know they say when it's yours, it's different, and I hope to goodness that's true, because otherwise I don't know how parents do it. Like, there's got to be something here, but I can't bomb the side walls. Killing him doesn't do anything, so unless it's a candle thing, and I just need to be... Yeah, I don't know. I know you can't bomb the back wall, at least the middle of the back wall. Yeah, I don't know. I do knew. Although right now I'm not even sure I know how to get back to that little area. So are you supposed to use the candle here, maybe? 'Cause I don't think you can use bombs on trees. Huh. It look okay. I might be no. It has to be wrong. It doesn't seem like either the bombs or the candle, the flame, want to be discharged on either a left or right direction. It's either up or down. If you try to do it on the sides, it doesn't work. But that can't be right, because I could have sworn I've seen doors created or bombs dropped on the sides. I don't know what's going on here, and I've never figured this place out. See, now I'm afraid I'm gonna get the 250 rupees, and then I'm not gonna know how to get back to that vendor, because I keep ending up in that stupid place. I think it's up here. You know what? As much as it sucks, doing one at a time, but one is better than none. You know what I'm saying? It's twice as much as nothing. No, that math doesn't check out. You thought just because I had a... Now. It's a single bush, so it can be discharged from the side. Doesn't do anything, at least, in that case, but... I don't know what the rules are exactly in that, because I mean, there's only one button. Hey, I will take all the help I can get. I'm not going here on purpose. This is not me trying to, get... Okay, when you're the water, I know where that is. And I know there's some algorithm or something that tells you, like, how to get, or what you need to do, or what part of the screen to go to get, to get rupees or bombs from certain things. There's like a There's like a formula for how they're dispersed or dispensed. Now they're not doing any of the... Really? I was about to go in there, but I'm like, I know I can't afford what's in there. And these guys don't give you anything decent, so there's no point in killing all of them. They don't even give you hearts. Oh, man. Alright, so we're only 19 away. And like I said, I really wasn't sure what I was going to accomplish because, like I said, I have no clue where to go for the third one. There's no clues. There's no nothing. So me being able to get the blue ring at this point would be as close as I think I can come to a successful venture. I mean, if I happen to figure out where to go next as I'm doing it, well, you know, huzzah, but I do miss my big awesome shield though. I feel this shield feels incredibly dinky right now. Yeah, I was hoping they would give me a little something, but I know there's a fortress over there. I can't kill those things. More things I can't kill. Oh, yeah, we're just going endgame, I think, right here. So yeah, it's gonna kill us and set us back to the beginning, but that's fine. Oh, this is I do apologize. This is not quality gameplay right here, but it is gonna save our rupee count. That way if we have another power surge, which I guess is what froze the system up. It shouldn't be able to do that, considering that it's plugged into the doohickey there, but I guess things happen, because it literally froze right as the power clicked off, so I guess it was just enough for the very sensitive, for the delicate digital sensibilities of the Nintendo to go, no, I just can't keep going. Come on, let me harvest your corpses to get rupees that I will use to defeat more of your kind. I know it doesn't sound like a good deal on your end of things, but trust me, it seems very cool from where I'm standing. He just gave up. He's like, I'm not going to even try to shoot this guy anymore. Alright. Yeah, seriously, you'd think there's something here. You'd think that. But then you'd be quickly disabused of that notion. All right. 15 more. And truth be told, I don't want to go too far exploring in other areas because I don't want to get the rupees and then... Okay. We'll save again. Look, it's a bit of a grind. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind... Oh, no! Oh, well. I don't mind personally. I don't mind the grind a little bit. I can't do it if that's all the game is, but going, okay, I'm gonna get a really cool item that's going to help me stay alive better as I go further in the game. I'm okay with... And I am exploring. I am trying to find the third dungeon. I'm not willing to go all over the place at the moment. Damn it. We are just eking out a living here. Some of these they're just the stingiest enemies in the world. Why do not all their bodies turn into rupees? I don't understand. Are some of them literally carrying these around in little pockets or something? Like, I don't bring my rupees with me when I go out looking for link flesh. Man flesh. Stop giving me hearts. Okay, no, I shouldn't say that, because there are going to be times where I definitely want those hearts. But dag nabbit. 15 away. No. 12, 13 away. 13. Make that 12. My timing is the worst. Save. These are all strategic deaths, by the way. Don't get it twisted. I'm doing this on purpose so that I can save. Why is it 46? What is 46? Like, the number keeps going up. Is that percentage of the game completed, maybe? That can't be right. We're not halfway done. We haven't even got through... We've only got through 2 of the dungeons, so there's no way. The music does change, though. I have noticed that. I've looked it up online, haven't seen it anywhere else. I don't know if I've got a janky cartridge. I know it's... Well, I'm 99.9% sure this is an actual... Like, I bought it as a real cartridge. It wasn't like a repro or anything. And I don't know that I would get some kind of weird lemon, but it's like if you're on the overworld long enough, the sound becomes less robust. Like, it's like a... There's less instrumentation. I don't know what... I'd have to listen to it very carefully, but there's definitely a difference. But only if you're wandering around for long. Usually you end up in a dungeon or a cave or something. But if you're just in the overworld for that long, it's like the soundtrack just kind of gives up on you. It's like, alright, you get the idea. I'm not going to go through the whole deal for you. Alright, this is... We're... Come on. There we go. There we go. 6 more. Let's do this. No! Come on, come on. See a 5-er. Blue rupee. Alright, hey, you know what? You made a beggar out of me. I'll take 2. Ah. We're right there. We're right there. We just gotta close it out. The blue ring. I never, when I was a young lad, never thought I would ever get the blue ring in Zelda. But here I am. Oh! Oh, there it is! We'll finish clearing these guys out and then we'll go for it. The blue ring is about to be mine. Link, your life is about to get halfway better. Oh boy. You will be the last one to challenge my might. Cost me everything I had, but dag nabbit. Oh, look at me! I changed color. I didn't know that was going to change colors. That's kind of a bummer, actually. I do like the classic green look, but now does it show as an item that I have? Okay, it does. It's not in the little box, obviously, because I can't equip it or unequip it. But yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, no, I do miss our classic green look. I kind of want to die now to save this. Oh, it's going to take forever too, isn't it? Because now we're super powered. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully we don't have any more random freezes, because that would just be heartbreaking. So I accomplished Objective B, which was getting the blue ring. Objective A, which was finding the third dungeon. I think we have to figure out the maze in order to get to the third one, maybe? Which I have no idea how we're going to do. It's just process of elimination. We just try going up, then down, and then... It looks like you can go right from any of the screens and it will take you out of it. The question is just, what does it take to get in there? I wonder what it was that unlocked, because I don't think that ring was there before. Maybe it was after we bought the arrows? The inventory space cleared up? See, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to try to go... Oh! Nope, this isn't it. So we're going to try going down first. Then left, maybe? Then maybe left again? Like, maybe it's where the bad guys are coming from? Like, it's trippy that we can actually take a hit and we still have our cool sword. Down, maybe? See, I don't even know. Maybe it's like 3 screens. Like, is there a secret? Is there like a vendor or somebody that's supposed to tell you? Oh, in the Lost Woods, make sure you go down, left, right. Because otherwise, this just seems ridiculously random. And... And unfortunately, I'm not writing any of this down, so I don't remember. Alright, so let's pretend we're starting. So I think if we go right, we leave it, right? Yes. So as soon as the first time you go right, you're out. So we don't want to go right. So our options are up, down, and left. I think... Okay, so up is a viable direction. Maybe up, 2... And then left. Maybe a left again? No. So maybe up 1, up 2, left, down, down, no. See, this is where I am tempted to look online, because I haven't seen anything that I can recall that actually tells us what we're supposed to do here. And I'm starting to really get an idea. The bottom left, you see our little map up there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think it's the far left bottom is where we need to be for the third dungeon. But I mean, there's endless possibilities. It could be like if the very first screen is left and we're starting and we try going down. Like, I mean, the possibilities are not endless, but they are ridiculous. So, I'm just going to keep going down for a little while. We'll just see how long we can do this. Maybe the game will get bored with us getting bored, and it'll just manifest the dungeon. Doesn't seem likely. Yeah. I mean, it does a good enough job, simulating being lost, because it is quite annoying. But I mean, I feel like we definitely want to be going down, so I don't know why I'm going up again. Alright, so what are our options? Our options are... Okay, we can start going up first. We'll start up first. Then we can either go up again. See if that does anything. It does not. So that's 2 up. That's 3 up. Alright, so... Maybe, so... How are we going to do this? So maybe we'll try up. And then left. And then down. And then left again. See, that's the problem. Like, I want to do this systematically, but without like writing down exactly what I want to do. And then you go, okay, is it up, left, right? Because it's the same kind of, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's a combination, you have to go 3 directions the right way. Let's see. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a compromise here. I'm going to look up, you won't be able to see this, but I'm going to look up Legend of Zelda, how to find the directions for the Lost Forest. So I don't want to know what I actually need to do. I want to know where. You need to pay close attention to the torches and the direction their embers are blowing. Nope, that's... It's giving me directions for a different game. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it does tell you how to do it, but you have to search and spend some money to find out. In the bottom left screen, where there are 4 trunks and some pea hats floating around, there's an opening to a shop where you pay the merchant 10, 30, or 50 rupees, and she'll talk. If it's like 10 or 50, you'll earn nothing. Okay. Alright. So the bad news is we need 27 more rupees. And it says in the bottom left screen where there are 4 trunks. Bottom left screen where there are 4 trunks. There's supposed to be a vendor. And the directions are there. It tells you east, north, whatever, but that's not... To me, that defeats the purpose. So it's like... I don't want the answers. I want to know where in the game. Now, if the game didn't, and you said, oh, it's trial and error, then I would just use the directions, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend all that time. Going trial and error, that just seems like... Okay. So here it is. We found this. You go in here. And he said if you do... it did give me a heads up, which I can't afford them anyway. But if you do 10, says you're going to need to pay me more than that. So, and then 30 is the right one. And 50 is, oh, you're rich and she'll keep it. So essentially, in theory, you would need 40. Because if you'd go, okay, I'm going to start with 10. You could start with 50 and it would cost you 80. Bottom line, it costs you 90. But unfortunately, we are 27 away from actually getting the answer. So the question is, in video game morality, what is... Hang on a second. Hi. No. Oh. Hi. Kids. Like, I have a partition specifically to keep out animals and kids. And little kids in their bathing suits, dripping wet, are coming into my studio here. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not the cool uncle. I can be. if you make an appointment and say, I'd like to come up and visit Uncle Jesse. But the problem is this area has a lot of delicate stuff, I would say. Like easy broken stuff. And nobody's going to... anyway, it's a mess. All right, so I think what we're going to do here, for the sake of my sanity and yours, I am an adult. I'm going to pretend I was on the school bus. I was talking to a kid. And he said, oh, yeah. And he pulls out his little trapper keeper because he's a bit of a nerd. And he's like, so you have to go northwest, southwest. That's what my friend told me. Northwest, southwest. I'm just surprised we found this area that easily. I like, how did we get here? So that was essentially up. Here it is. North, west, left. South, down, west, left. So yeah, you could find it, but I feel like we did that combination at some point. Obviously we didn't, otherwise we would have found it. But holy cow, this goes diagonal? What a beast. Dang, even with my superpowers, I am getting jacked by these guys. Oh, now I got to do it again. So, up, left, down, left. Alright. And here's the crappy thing. I don't even know that that's the third dungeon. I'm just assuming it is because I don't know where else to go. But we'll find out. As soon as we get to it, whatever it is, I don't know if it's going to be a dungeon or not. There might not even be a dungeon down there. I'm assuming there is. And if we locate it, I think it's going to be enough to end the episode here. So we will have accomplished great things. Just not everything we wanted to accomplish. I do very much like having this ring, though. Which is probably the most stupid thing I could say. Like, who's gonna be like, no, I hate having reduced damage. I do miss the green. I mean, that's iconic, right? There's no iconic imagery of Link in blue. I mean, Breath of the Wild kind of got us there, but... Alright, so north... West, southwest. Oops. South. We're going to be in bad shape if we have to fight those things like this. Even worse shape. Now we're even worse. Gosh darn it. Oh my gosh. So I think we can do much better than we have been doing. See, and the caliber of the enemies here makes me really think this is not going to be the third. This is maybe the fourth or fifth one, actually, but... Golly day! Alright, that's okay. Look, I've always said... I much prefer the challenge of knowing what the challenge is and just having to figure out how to get good, get around it, figure it out, than I do having to walk around looking for the challenge. I don't mind doing a little bit of looking, a little bit of exploring, but I don't want to be sitting there all day doing it. So here I know at least I just need to get better at dealing with those Lionels, I believe they're called, or Lionels, or whatever. The Centaurs. Got to get better at dealing with them. Once I do that, we can then deal with what follows. You know what? Knock it off, you guys. And by that, I don't mean my head. Alright. Ooh. You know, that amount of slowdown should have told Nintendo probably we shouldn't load this many bad guys on one screen. This might be a little ridiculous. See, sometimes that's what gets me with this. Sometimes they walk right by you. Like you're not even there. And then sometimes they just like hone in on you. And so you don't really know. Man, I hate the fact that I've got this dinky shield. I really hate this dinky shield. Now that I know how big it can be, I'm very bothered by my dinky shield. All right, what did I say? South. Nope, sorry. It is north. West. Southwest. Oh, I haven't been using... Alright. Wow, the little bastard just, like... As soon as I... Whoa! Oh! I don't feel like that ring is helping me at all against those guys. Not at all. They are really doing a... See, now I don't feel so bad about figuring out the secret, because it gets you there, but you still got to earn entrance, and I can almost guarantee you now that is not going to be the third dungeon. I don't think guys that fierce are guarding dungeon 3. If they are, we've just hit a huge learning curve. Or not a learning curve, a huge difficulty spike. Because even with this awesome blue ring, which I don't know if the game expects you to have it at this point, but even with that, I'm getting destroyed in like 3 hits. I'm not even going to mess with those a-holes anymore. Cost of benefit's not there. I need all the hearts I can get for this battle coming up here. You know what? Get out of my screen. I said I wasn't going to fight you, a-holes. And you get in my way anyway. Alright, so we go up. I mean, north sounds cooler than up. So north. West. South. Ooh. West. Ooh, this is good. Oh no. I was like, man, I'm doing good. I got the... Jam. Okay, that's helpful. There's no way this is the third dungeon. If that's what if a dungeon opens up, there's 0 chance it's the one I wanted to get to. Oh, can I do? Well. Oh man, these things are a pain in the ass. Oh, I probably should have saved just because we are starting to get more rupees, but oh, this is agonizing. I do that every time. Gotta go, just go up. We're a long way from the point. Well, actually, I don't think it's only Skyrim that has mods that allow you to keep the stats from a certain item, but not have to wear the item. Like you can say, you know, I think that hood looks stupid, so make the hood invisible, so I have the benefits of the hood, but I can just go without a hood. I don't think there's a lot of games that offer you that, but I would love that in this game. I want to keep classic green Link, but have the benefits of the ring. Because I don't know why the ring would change the color of your hood. I mean, I appreciate it. because I think almost anybody else would want a color change to signify that they have made a, like, if you spend $250, you better get a wardrobe change as well. But I just like classic green Link. And we're getting hits. Oh, I just gotta turn around faster. Oh no! Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, so I thought I had to clear them in order to get... Oh... Alright, so here's the problem. He just respawns. Oh my gosh, every time you touch a grave, they spawn, and they're really hard to... Alright, so I think we're just going to end it here and just call it... so we succeeded, but we also failed. This is definitely not where we want to be at this point in the game. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no clue where we should be. Let me up, let me up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so good and bad. We almost got to a dungeon, which was bad that we didn't get there. Good news is, I don't think we want to go in that dungeon. So yeah, we're going to call that. So I do apologize, wasn't very eventful. I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how many uneventful episodes we're going to have, because, like I said, that was my best guess at where we needed to go next. And I think it's very apparent that that is not the right place, but I have zero clue where Dungeon 3 is. I had thought about... Oh no, let me look up something. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This could change everything. Zelda... Legend of Zelda. NES. Does the manual come with a map? Yes, the original Legend of Zelda for the NES came with a manual that included a map. This map was not a complete detailed map of the entire overworld, but it did show some key locations, landmarks, including the first few dungeons. So here we go. I am pulling up a visual of the map that comes with the... Because I have the manual, you saw the manual, but in order to get the manual with the map, it was going to cost a good chunk of change that I was not willing to part with. So I am looking at let's see, is there a way for me to do this smooth like let me I was just doing this so that you could follow along. Let me see if I minimize this. Oh no. Okay, good. All right, no, I'm not going to risk it because I have enough problems between, like, for whatever reason, Elgato, sometimes it stops working, and then sometimes the retro... Well, no, the retro Tink seems to work fine, but sometimes Elgato screws up. So, but just, maybe I'll put a link to the map or something, but there is a map here. And again, like they said, it's not very detailed, it's not complete. Oh, it's funny. So there are areas of it. So it kind of pyramids. You know what? You guys deserve to be able to see this. This is not going to be any fun for me to describe what's going on. Let's add. There we go. So, yeah, now you can see it. You can watch along as we look. This is gripping stuff right here, right? Okay. So this is the map that was included. Now, it looks like whoever has this filled it in with their own little drawings. At first, I was like, whoa, they did this. They gave us, they gave you an unfinished map. But no, somebody else filled it in. But this is what, if you bought the game in 1980, this is what you would be privy to. So down here is where we found, that is the lady that gave us the tips on how to get through the Lost Woods, which we remember is north, west, southwest. Right? North, west, southwest. Yeah. Which we don't need to mess with that because that is way... Okay, so there's level 3. Now, is that marked or did he mark that? It looks like a print. Yeah, there's a question mark there. I think that's it. So we're very close. Wait, is that where we come out at? No, that's old lady. It says old lady there. There's level 4. Where do we start? There, I think this is it. This is our starting screen. So you just go left. Oh no. Left, up, left, cross the bridge, down. Oh no, you can't. All right. So we're gonna go use this map that we have been given, or that is part of the actual. Oh, let me minimize that now. Blankety. There we go. Yeah. So, and that's the crazy thing when you have a little bit of a guidance, it makes everything look so much easier. But otherwise, you're just kind of taking a stab at it. Just like the northwest southwest thing. Like that's actually a very simple thing to remember. But if you don't know, so I think this is it. And there it is. You want a piece of me, huh? So there we have it. Wait. We already did 3, didn't we? Because we got the bow in one of them. We got the boomerang in another. Oh man, I've been looking for a dungeon that we already found. This is embarrassing. No, it's not, because I'm like this is the level you can expect. Zelda, NES, 3rd dungeon, boss. No, we have not beaten this one. Yeah, we have not beaten this one. To be fair, they do kind of all look the same. I know it's like they're green, blue. All right, I would have known if I just gone one more screen because we have not yet had the big blob separating into little blobs yet. That's new. And I'm gonna let myself die because I wanted to save us in this dungeon, and that is where we're gonna end this, and we'll pick up with it next time. I feel okay about how we got here. I don't feel great. I don't have the same sense of accomplishment as if I just wandered around and kind of found it myself. But I feel okay with it. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why I do feel okay with it. Maybe I don't. Well, no, okay. No, actually, so the first part I don't feel good about because I did have to go, okay, is the game ever going to tell us what the pattern is, or we just have to sort that out for ourselves? The answer is it does tell us where to go. We were just 30 rupees short of figuring it out. But that wasn't where we needed to go anyway. And having the map is what enabled us, which came with the game. The map would have shown us where to go. So yeah, no, I feel good. I feel good because that we used the tools we should have had. Anyway, I'm belaboring the point. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode might even be tomorrow. I just need a little sliver of free time and like an hour a day really is what I'm kind of going for here if I can help it. But yeah, next hour we'll be fighting the Dungeon 3, and then I think Dungeon 4 was also on that map, so hopefully we won't have a hard time finding that either. So I'm going to do a cool little fade out here, and I will talk to you on the next one. Where's that? There's that fade out. Ooh.